What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we're going to be talking about the perfect hatch in Pokemon Go. So if you guys didn't know, there are 73 species of Pokemon you can hatch in this game, and the CP of those hatched Pokemon relates to your trainer level. The higher level you are, the better that CP is going to be, all the way up to the cap at level 20. So like, for example, let's say you're level 15, you are usually going to hatch higher CP Pokemon than somebody would at, say, level 12, because you're a higher level. However, at 20, it cuts off and it doesn't matter anymore. So a level 35 player is going to be hatching the exact same Pokemon as a player all the way back down at level 20. However, everybody has the chance to have the perfect hatch and hatch the perfect Pokemon. When I talk about the perfect Pokemon, I'm talking about IVs. If you guys don't know what IVs are, they're basically hidden stats that can make your Pokemon a little bit better or a little bit worse. I made a full video on this. If you guys want to check that out and get the detailed info, I'll link it down in the description. But typically, hatched Pokemon will have higher IVs than similar CP Pokemon caught out in the wild. However, each Pokemon has a specific CP that it'll be hatched at, and when it's hatched at that CP, it means it's got perfect IVs. It essentially means it's like the golden version of that Pokemon. You will never find a stronger version of that Pokemon. And the best news is that even when you evolve, your IVs don't change. So let's say you hatch this perfect Magikarp, even when you move into Gyarados, it's still gonna stay perfect. So obviously this is very, very important, and it's crucial to recognize which of these hatches end up being perfect, because those are the ones you guys want to make sure you save and make sure you evolve. So let's go through with a couple of examples here. I picked out some of the more important Pokemon to me, and I think that, you know, most people would agree on. So first of all, Bulbasaur. If you hatch a Bulbasaur out of an egg, you want to make sure that bad boy is a 612. If a 612 Bulbasaur comes out of your egg, he's perfect. You will never get a better Bulbasaur than that. Make sure you evolve him, power him up, do whatever you have to do. Next up, Charmander, another very, very big one. Everybody wants a Charizard. You want to hatch a 545 Charmander out of an egg. If you do that, he's 100% perfect on his IVs. Squirtle, you want to be a 576. And then Magikarp, you want to be a 150. Those are the most important 2-kilometer egg hatches that you can get. Now, next up, let's talk about 5-kilometer eggs. Honestly, I get really upset when I get 5Ks. I don't like many of the Pokemon in the 5-kilometer egg range. I'd rather get the starters with the 2Ks or get rare stuff in the 10Ks. But for the 5K eggs, the two biggest ones to me are Growlithe. You want to get a 762 CP Growlithe from your hatch, and that's going to be a perfect one. Or Execute, because Executor is an absolute beast in this game. If you get a 628 Execute, that's going to turn into the perfect Executor. Now, moving on to the biggest 10K eggs. Obviously, all the 10K eggs are going to end up being really, really good, but I've got 4 for you guys here, the 4 biggest ones. Number 1 is going to be Lapras. You want to make sure you hatch a 1703 Lapras out of your egg. And it's funny because I'm saying you want to make sure you hatch because you don't really have any control over that. But if you hatch a 1703 Lapras out of your egg, then you're looking good because you will never get a better Lapras than that. Next up, Eevee. You want to get 615. That means he's perfect. Snorlax is perfect at a 1778 CP hatch. And then finally, last but not least, the one that I am really, really struggling on, and I can't wait to get a good one, is Dratini. You want to hatch a 561 Dratini because that means he's perfect. I'm almost at 125 candies to be able to vault to Dragonite, so I'm hoping to be able to hatch one of these bad boys here sometime soon. So those are just some of the more important ones to me. It's just a quick list of 10. Like I said, there are 73 species in the game that you can hatch from eggs. So if you guys want to see all the other ones, I'm going to link an infographic down in the description. You guys can check that out. I'll also probably put it all into text form so you guys can come back and look at it. And honestly, I would just like, anytime you hatch an egg, I would go look at the list and check to see if it's that specific number it should be at, because if it is, you guys want to make sure that you keep that thing no matter what, because that's the best it's ever going to be. So there you guys have it. Quick little tip for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. More Pokemon Go videos coming soon. We've got some cool hunting episodes coming up, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.